We want to acknowledge the Dharawal-speaking people, the traditional custodians of the land upon which we are gathered today. We pay our respects to their families and their elders, past and present. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to this year's Presentation Day Assembly. We would like to congratulate all the recipients who join us today. The awards being presented are given to those students who have come first in their subject or course and to those who have displayed a diligence throughout the year.
Some students today will also be receiving special awards. These are for students who demonstrate leadership qualities, teamwork, and all-around student excellence. Today's assembly wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, who have provided these students with excellent prizes to recognise and congratulate their achievements.
Please rise for the national anthem performed by Nadia Yassine and Max Lawrence.
Australians, oh, let us young with golden soil, wealth for toil. Our home is goodbye sea, our land about in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advanced Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Tony Ibrahim to the stage for the Principal's Address.
Good afternoon, students and staff, and those families and friends watching our live stream. Welcome to Cronulla High School's 2020 Presentation Assembly, an occasion when we celebrate the wonderful achievements of our students and the successes of our school. This year, as you know, has been a difficult one, with everyone having to adapt to new rules, new ways of learning, and new ways of living. So much was expected of both our students and our staff, and I personally would like to take this opportunity to thank the staff and students of Cronulla High School for their extraordinary efforts. I'd also like to thank our wonderful parents and many of our community members who rallied together to show their support for our school and the work we do here. We are very pleased that we could come together today to recognise the achievements of our students. Earlier this year, during lockdown, the school was virtually empty for 6 weeks, while students learnt from home. In recalling this time, I remember thinking and writing that a school without children is a very empty, hollow and lifeless place. Students are the heart and soul of any school, and we certainly miss them. Schools exist for children. It is where they learn so much about the world, others, and more importantly, themselves. Schools are and should always be busy, productive, happy and noisy places where teaching and learning takes place in a safe and caring environment, and where students are encouraged to challenge themselves, to strive for success, and to do the best that they can achieve. As the year draws to a close, I believe it gives us a good opportunity to reflect on the things we've learned about ourselves, our communities, and our nation, and I'm sure we'll see and hear many such reflections in the media as we head towards the new year. This year, as so many things stopped, were closed or prohibited, it was startling to lose so much that we had taken for granted. The opportunity to work, to study, to play sport, to travel, to come and go as you liked, to shop, to spend our leisure time the way we wanted. Our world had changed. Things are slowly returning to a kind of normal, at least in Australia, but until the world has a safe and proven vaccine, we'll always be living under the shadow of the virus. However, I believe now is the time to start to look ahead, looking forward to opportunities and experiences that are to come. If we're all sensible and strive to keep ourselves and others safe, we'll be able to gather to watch sports, hear music, go to concerts, sing, dance, worship, and eventually travel overseas again. Now is also the time to revive those hopes, dreams, and ambitions that may have faded a little this year when the world was going mad. Our challenge is to look carefully at the things we took for granted and that we lost, and use them to spur us on, to strive to do our best in our work, our studies, our sports, our artistic fields, and in our relationships with others. Students of today should feel confident to look into the future and see that they can meet their life goals. And it's our job as a school to give them the skills to achieve those goals. Today, we are celebrating the students who rose to those challenges in so many different fields of endeavour. And at this point in my address, I would normally reflect upon the year's successes and achievements, whether they are in the area of academia, on the sporting field, in the creative and performing arts, or through leadership. However, health regulations have deprived our students of many of those opportunities. Having said that, we still had 6 Port Hacking Zone swimming age champions, while Cronulla High School was once again crowned as a Port Hacking champion swimming school. And 4 of our grade teams were Port Hacking Summer Zone premiers, with 4 students being recognised as best and fairest in various summer sports. Just last weekend, we had 6 of our students represent Cronulla High School at the New South Wales All Schools Athletics Championships, where Oscar Oxenbury defended his title by again winning gold in the 15 years boys high jump. Mackenzie O'Regan won bronze in the 17 years girls high jump, while Ace Haslam also won a bronze in the 17 years boys 200 metres. A great effort by those students. As well, a number of our Year 12 students had their major performances and major works nominated for HSC exhibitions, which displayed the best of the best. These were Brock Watmore in music for Encore, Kira Commons in dance for Callback, Caitlin Walsh in drama for On Stage, Maya Berakloff and Jonah Segal in multimedia for Shape 2020, Callum Payne in design and technology, also for Shape 2020, and Yumi Casaselli in visual arts for the Hazelhurst Art Exhibition. Despite the restrictions placed on us this year, it is also pleasing to report that we were able to ensure a number of programs and presentations were able to be held. We ran 3 very successful liaison days for our primary students and held a successful open night that was attended by nearly 1,000 people, showcasing our talented performing arts students to the local community. Just recently, our annual art exhibition went virtual, and the Cronulla High School company presented a modern and very topical play called Cyberboo. The Duke of Ed program was very heavily impacted by restrictions, but we still had nearly 50 students involved in the bronze and silver hikes. While our prefects missed out on the annual Anzac Day dawn service at Munro Park, they showed excellent initiative, creativity and leadership by making a moving video to recognise all those men and women who have fought for our country. Our Year 12 graduation also looked very different this year. Held outside on our back oval with invited family members assigned to COVID-safe pods, and the presentations live streamed on our YouTube channel. So while it has been a very disruptive year, there is still much to celebrate and recognise our students for. We have some temporary teachers who will be leaving us at the end of this year. Miss Natalie Zugai, Miss Michelle Johnson and Mr Sasha Vujanik, for a variety of reasons, will not be with us next year. We thank them for their work and commitment and wish them well. We also have 2 permanent members of staff who will be leaving us. Mrs Pam Knott, one of our visual art teachers, who has been on leave for the last 4 years. Pam commenced her teaching at Cronulla High School in the 1980s. I'm sure she could tell some stories. We thank her for her service and wish her well in her retirement. Miss Kim Shee has been successful in gaining a position at another school. Kim has added so much to our music program in her time here, and for this we thank her and wish her well at her new school. I would like to take this opportunity to recognise and thank all the teachers for their continuing hard work, professionalism, enthusiasm, patience, skill and support in ensuring our children all have an opportunity to work to reach their full potential in their chosen field. We are very fortunate to have so many committed teachers who often go beyond the call of duty in assisting our students and providing them with extra opportunities. It is largely the work of these people that has seen our results, reputation and numbers continue to improve. Our job as teachers is made that much easier because of the wonderful school administrative staff we have at Cronulla High. They are normally the first point of contact for members of the public, and members of our community often tell me how helpful and friendly they are. They are always willing to assist and do everything with a smile. Their role and their work often go unnoticed by many, but certainly not by Kelly, Joel and I, and they continue to play a vital role in the smooth running of the school. I would also like to thank the presentation assembly team who have worked tirelessly to ensure this assembly is a success and an event that is valued by all. Mrs Jenny Fosson, Miss Christine Green, Mr Matt Tenikoff, Mrs Susan Gelder, Mr Thomas McCorkadale, Miss Caroline Burden, Mrs Belinda Ward, Mr Bernard Kingsley and Mr Han Osman. Thanks to Mr Brian Frost for preparing the hall and the Year 12 entertainment class for the setup and operation of the technical equipment. I would like to thank the head teachers who make up our executive team, along with the deputy principals, Ms Kelly Lawson and Mr Joel Burnett, for their work, friendship, loyalty, advice and leadership. When things get tough at times, I always know I can rely on all of you when it really counts and when it's necessary to pull together as a team. Once again, congratulations to all award recipients. You have worked hard this year and thoroughly deserve your awards. Finally, thanks to the whole school community for your continued support of the school and what we are endeavouring to do for your children. On behalf of the whole school, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Bring on 2021. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Mr Wade Kelly and Miss Susan Gelder to announce and present the Year 7 awards.
It's a privilege to be here to present these awards to so many Year 7 students who have made a fantastic start to life at Cronulla High School. I'm very proud of you all. Congratulations to the following 7C students. Evie Bidgegood, diligence in home economics. Lucy Bowen, first English extension. Jay Burgess, first English extension, first industrial arts. Abby Callender, diligence history extension, diligence home economics. Eden Crow, first science extension, diligence computing studies. Evelyn Cusack, first computing studies, first home economics, first. Harry Kathastidis, first mathematics extension. Lara Lyle Carter, diligence computing studies. Abigail McPhail, diligence in computing studies, diligence English extension, and diligence in industrial arts. Ruby Muir, diligence in PDHPE extension. Olivia Murphy, diligence in visual arts. Alexander Reichstarter, first in computing studies, diligence in home economics, diligence in mathematics extension, diligence in music. Sienna Wellard, first in English extension, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts, and diligence in geography extension. Please put your hands together for those 7C students. Congratulations to the following 7R students. Alicia Crabtree, first in mathematics and diligence in music. Tarly Fowler, first in industrial arts, first in music, diligence in home economics, and diligence in PDHPE. Sienna Hubbard, first in geography, first in home economics, first in PDHPE, and diligence in visual arts. Natasha Humphreys, diligence in English, diligence in visual arts. Kalani Inglis Jones, first in English, first in home economics, first in music, diligence in industrial arts. Sierra Idale, first in music. Sari McKee, diligence in history. Rose Richardson, first in science. Timur Storchai, diligence in mathematics. Hayden Taylor, diligence in science, first in music. Madalena van Geloven, diligence in geography, diligence in industrial art. Please put your hands together for those 7R students. Congratulations to the students from 7O. Emerson Crabtree, first in English, first in music. Lucas Edwards, first in history, diligence in computing studies, diligence in geography. Freya Elkington, first in visual arts. Max Harris, diligence in computing studies. Freya Nolan, first in home economics. Felicity O'Brien, diligence in science. Seamus Reynolds, first in PDHPE, diligence in English. Mac Richardson, diligence in industrial arts, diligence in mathematics, diligence in PDHPE. Lucas Samuel, first in mathematics, first in science. Zane Tanner, first in geography, diligence in history, diligence in home economics, and diligence in industrial arts. Elka Whitaker, diligence in music. Please put your hands together for those 7O students. Congratulations to the following students from 7N. Summer Anderson, diligence in industrial arts. Ethan Blanning, first in PDHPE, diligence in geography, diligence in history, diligence in science. Charlie Cumming, diligence in English. Sophie Dowling, diligence in home economics. Francesca Headley, first in computing studies, diligence in home economics, diligence in mathematics. Cassandra Patterson, first in English, first in geography, first in history, first in science, first in visual arts, diligence in music, and diligence in PDHPE. Jackson Smith, first in mathematics. Brianna Watkins, first in industrial arts. Geordie Winter, first in music. Please put your hands together for those students from 7N. Congratulations to the following students from 7U. Liam Blanning, first in PDHPE, first in science, diligence in computing studies. Mason Boudville, first in computing studies, first in industrial arts, first in mathematics, first in science, diligence in home economics, diligence in PDHPE, and diligence in visual arts. Hayley Brennan, first in English, diligence in computing studies. Penelope Foote, first in geography, first in home economics, diligence in history, diligence in industrial arts, diligence in music, and diligence in visual arts. Lara Foran, first in history. Duke Garnsey, first in computing studies, first in English, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in music, and diligence in visual arts. Millie McCrudden, first in home economics. Nate McPherson, first in industrial arts. Paige Penny, first in computing studies, first in home economics, diligence in visual arts. Madison Pintley, first in visual arts, diligence in mathematics, diligence in science. Bodie Reed, diligence in geography. Alexander Skapitis, diligence in English. Xavier Stark, first in visual arts. Miller Wilson, first in mathematics. Please put it together for those students. Congratulations to the following 7L students. Bonnie Angus Patterson, first in computing studies, first in geography, first in history, first in mathematics, first in music, first in science, and diligence in visual arts. Harmony Barry, diligence in music. Savannah Brady, diligence in geography, diligence in history, diligence in home economics, diligence in industrial arts. Jarcy Correa Lima, diligence in English. Thomas Diver, diligence in PDHPE. Sophie Healy, first in English, first in home economics. Bella London, diligence in home economics, diligence in mathematics. Lucy McClellan, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts, diligence in computing studies, and diligence in science. Noah Richardson, first in PDHPE. Please put your hands together for those 7L students. Congratulations to the following students from 7A. Lucy Aitken, first in English, first in history, first in PDHPE, first in science, diligence in computing studies, diligence in geography, diligence in industrial arts, diligence in music, and diligence in visual arts. Jaden Babick, first in geography. Curtis Crestani, diligence in science. Jessica Elliott, diligence in mathematics. Chase Hunter, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts. Nixon Pure, first in mathematics. Gabrielle Roger, first in computing studies, first in music, diligence in English, diligence in history, and diligence in PDHPE. Please put your hands together for those 7A students. Congratulations to the following students from 7H. Gemma Booth, diligence in home economics. Cash Brown, first in mathematics. Chelsea Dietrich Cullen, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts, diligence in English, and diligence in music. Chloe Diggle, first in home economics, first in PDHP, first in visual arts. Christian Cardi, first in music, diligence in mathematics. Kathleen McParland, first in visual arts, diligence in PDHPE. Sienna Morrison, first in English, first in geography, first in science, diligence in visual arts. Chelsea Pavitt, first in history, diligence in computing studies, diligence in geography. Owen Pollard, diligence in history, diligence in science. Please put your hands together for those 7 students. Congratulations to the following 7I students. Jamie Allen Monteith, first in English, first in industrial arts, diligence in computing studies. Joel Blanning, first in science, diligence in geography, diligence in industrial arts, diligence in PDHPE. Sienna King, first in computing studies, first in history, first in home economics, first in mathematics, first in science, and diligence in industrial arts. Tyler Noble, diligence in industrial arts. Winter McParland, diligence in home economics, diligence in mathematics, diligence in music, and diligence in visual arts. Bed Sigliatano, diligence in history. Kira Stewart, first in home economics. Nadia Yassine, first in geography, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in music, first in PDHPE, diligence in computing studies, diligence in English, diligence in visual arts. Please put your hands together for those students from 7I. Finally, congratulations to these 7G students. Scarlett Orsop Landa, first in history, first in science. Ava Aston, diligence in music, diligence in PDHPE. Ava Atfield, first in computing studies, first in home economics, first in music, first in PDHPE, first in visual arts, diligence in English. Kira Lee Chin, diligence in visual arts. Will Clancy, diligence in geography. Emily Cole, first in home economics, diligence in computing studies. Grace Gosby, diligence in home economics, diligence in industrial arts. William Giggy, first in computing studies, first in English. Tia Napton, first in computing studies, first in industrial arts, diligence in home economics, in science. Kotaki Kohu, first in geography, first in mathematics, diligence in history. Ryan McAllister, diligence in mathematics. Please put your hands together for those Year 7 students.
I would now like to introduce Miss Diane Cooper to announce the Year 8 awards and Miss Kelly Lawson to present them.
It is my pleasure to announce the following Year 8 award recipients on behalf of Miss Sorrentsu. Congratulations to all of our prize winners. 8C, Ruby Austin, diligence in industrial arts. Gabrielle Badarek, first in music, diligence in computing studies. Hayley Bambury, first in computing studies, diligence in home economics, diligence in music. Chloe Byrne, first in English extension, diligence in mathematics extension. Lachlan Clark, first in industrial arts, diligence in PDHPE extension. Milo, diligence in geography extension. Grace Dyer, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts, diligence in science extension. Gypsy Gilbert, first in visual arts, diligence in science. Benjamin Greenrod, first in geography extension, diligence in English extension, diligence in history extension, diligence in industrial arts, diligence in Japanese, diligence in science extension. Ryan Kokenis, diligence in computing studies. Annalise Cotis, first in computing studies, diligence in home economics. Layla Landstrom, diligence in computing studies, diligence in mathematics. Isla Lawson, first in home economics. Jolena Mackay, first in computing studies, first in Japanese, first in mathematics extension. Sophia Papadadis, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in PDHPE extension, first in science extension, first in visual arts, and diligence in mathematics extension. Rosa Phelan, first in history extension, diligence in industrial arts. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8C. 8R, Tali Christensen, first in PDHPE. Lily Deegan, diligence in music. Bailey Draper, diligence in computing studies. Jasmine Gosby, first in home economics. Ethan Hales, first in music, diligence in geography. Brielle Julian, first in history, first in industrial arts, diligence in English. Emily Murray, diligence in mathematics. Leila Mutapikik, first in English, first in geography, first in home economics, first in Japanese, first in mathematics extension, first in science, first in visual arts, diligence in computing studies, diligence in history, and diligence in PDHPE. Charlotte Scott, first in computing studies, diligence in home economics. Sophie Shields, first in Japanese. Renata Staradubsiva, first in home economics, diligence in Japanese. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8R. 8O, Mia Bishop, diligence in history, diligence in geography, diligence in music, diligence in PDHPE. Oscar Earl, first in music, first in PDHPE. Lily Hill, diligence in visual arts. Sienna Horner, first in Japanese, diligence in visual arts. Theo Hoyes, first in industrial arts and diligence in home economics. Janaea Leaf, first in music. Sophia Lennox, diligence in mathematics and diligence in visual arts. Lola Mora, diligence in industrial arts. Hugo Ois, diligence in Japanese. Chloe Rains, diligence in mathematics. Chloe Sale, first in history, first in music, diligence in English. Pippi Simpson, first in geography. Tyler Vandenberg, first in computing studies. Melanie Vrondis, first in music. Flynn Williams, first in English. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8O. 8N, Carter Collins, diligence in industrial arts. Annabella Hodson-Jones, first in history, first in home economics, first in Japanese, first in music, first in PDHPE, diligence in English. Willow Mackenzie Slavin, first in home economics, diligent in computing studies, diligence in history, diligence in industrial arts. Bianca Menzies, first in visual arts, first in industrial arts, diligence in science, diligence in music. Morgan Nagy, diligence in geography. Kai Osborne, first in geography, diligence in computing studies, diligence in PDHPE. Morgan Sawyer, diligence in Japanese, diligence in visual arts. Dylan Skibberis, diligence in home economics. Rome Southwell, first in English, diligence in computing studies. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8N. 8U, Stephen Agostino, diligence in English. Sophie Cornock, diligence in industrial arts. Harley Crampton, diligence in Japanese, diligence in visual arts. Naomi Garlick, first in Japanese, first in music, first in visual arts, diligence in home economics. Kate Green, diligence in mathematics, diligence in PDHPE. Mia Hederman, first in English. Jai Hibbert, first in home economics, first in industrial arts, first in PDHPE, diligence in computing studies, diligence in geography, diligence in history. Isla Lee, diligence in industrial arts. Lavinia Lil, first in computing studies, diligence in visual arts. Cohen Stein, first in computing studies, diligence in music. Sonny Williams, diligence in science. James Young, first in geography, first in history. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of HU. 8L, Amalia Fowl, diligence in history. Sage Gertz, diligence in geography. Erin Hepburn, first in computing studies, first in geography, first in history, first in industrial arts, first in Japanese, first in mathematics, first in visual arts, diligence in English, diligence in home economics. Natasha Im, first in music. Catherine Imlay, diligence in Japanese, diligence in music, diligence in science. Ryder Jordan, diligence in science. Kaylin Latham, first in home economics. Jessica Shorten, first in English, diligence in PDHPE. Leila Smith, first in industrial arts, first in visual arts. Leah Struve, diligence in visual arts. Jade Watson-Steege, first in computing studies, first in PDHPE, diligence in home economics. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8L. 8A, Marley Fraser, first in Industrial Arts. Amelia Guerin, first in History, first in Industrial Arts, first in Japanese, first in Music, first in PDHPE. Emerson Lawler, first in English, first in Geography, diligence in History, diligence in PDHPE. Alexandria Lloyd, first in Home Economics. Rick O'Leary, diligence in Home Economics, diligence in Japanese, diligence in Music. Keone Ottaway, first in Computing Studies, first in English. Lachlan Ritchie, diligence in Computing Studies. Evan Ryan, first in Computing Studies. Healy Smith, first in English, diligence in Science. Zoki Velkovsky, first in Computing Studies, diligence in Geography, diligence in Home Economics. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8A. 8H, Holly Antilla, diligence in Visual Arts. Cassandra Calvert, first in Home Economics, diligence in Visual Arts. Avalon Galea, first in Industrial Arts, first in Music, diligence in Geography. Noah Gidney, diligence in Industrial Arts. Wilhelm Gustafsson, diligence in Music. Michael Holmes, first in Geography. Archie Houle, first in English. Summer Ibbotson, diligence in Home Economics. Aisha Kamenyazovic, first in Japanese, first in Visual Arts, diligence in PDHPE. Ian Kroll, diligence in History. Olivio Singanis Cortazo, first in Visual Arts. Corbin White, diligence in Home Economics, diligence in Industrial Arts, diligence in Japanese. Jada Zamet Mayer, first in Computing Studies, first in History, first in Home Economics, first in PDHPE, first in Visual Arts. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8H. 8I, Lila Ganderton, diligence in PDHPE. Angus Gosby, diligence in Industrial Arts. Zoe Lester, diligence in Mathematics. Noah McCallum, first in Music. Jasper McKinnon, first in Geography, first in Industrial Arts, diligence in History, diligence in Japanese. Leah Menzies, first in Japanese, first in Visual Arts, diligence in English. Rex Palazzi, diligence in Music. Divya Pocarol, diligence in Industrial Arts. Brodie Trenbath Leeming, diligence in Computing Studies, diligence in Mathematics. Bonnie Turner, first in English, first in history, first in home economics, first in PDHPE, diligence in computing studies, diligence in geography, diligence in visual arts. Please put your hands together for the award recipients of 8I.
We will now be watching a performance by the Cronulla High School Concert Band of My Shot from the musical Hamilton.
I would now like to introduce Mrs. Kirsten Hill to announce the Year 9 Awards and Mr. Tony Ibrahim to present them.
Before we start with the Year 9 Awards, can I just ask Grace Wasp to come up? In 8R, she is awarded for First in Home Economics and Diligence in Japanese. Thank you. Okay, Year 9 award winners for 2020, Indiana Anthony, Diligence in English. Elise Atfield, First in Dance. Claudia Badarock, First in Drama. Kayla Barge, diligence in Petty HPE. Coulter Bennett, diligence history, diligence Petty HPE and diligence in science. Josephine Burt, first in science extension. Laurie Bland, diligence in English. Jessica Blissington, first in child studies and diligence in food technology. Sophie Burke, diligence in science. Luke Brennan, diligence in English, diligence in geography and diligence in history. Jasmine Brown, diligence in English. Lily Brown, first in marine technology and first in visual arts. Ella Bucci, diligence in industrial technology timber, diligence in marine. Charlie Cole, diligence in geography. Matthew Cook, diligence in industrial technology multimedia. Matilda Coots, first in music and diligence in industrial technology engineering. Thomas Cox, first in mathematics 5.2, diligence in commerce. Rosie Degnan, diligence in English, diligence in geography. Olivia Dressier, diligence in dance. Kai Elliott, diligence in mathematics 5.1. Alana Etzel, diligence in physical activity and sports studies. Maya Farina van Wurst, diligence in Petty HPE. Nash Fenton, diligence in science. Diligence in mathematics 5.3, diligence in Petty HPE, diligence in physical activity and sports studies. Aidan Fielder, diligence in Petty HPE. Riley Fowler, diligence in physical activity and sports studies. Talia Goffert, diligence in food technology. Ida Godvic Dobson, first in food technology, first in Petty HPE, diligence in commerce, diligence in history extension and diligence in science extension. Well done. Max Goyen, first in industrial technology engineering and first in mathematics 5.2. Eli Haynes Lovell, diligence in history. Aidan Kavanagh, diligence in English. Emily Leck, diligence in geography. Maya Lee, diligence in English, diligence in Japanese and diligence in science. Micah Leutzinger, diligence in industrial technology timber and diligence in science. Indiana Mannon, diligence in mathematics, diligence in science. Alexa Marshall, first in physical activity and sports studies. Bailey Matheson, diligence in mathematics 5.2. Jordan McAllister, diligence in English, diligence in history and diligence in Petty HPE. Lauren McKay, diligence in PDHPE. Amber McPherson, diligence in science. Charlie Mooney, diligence in geography, diligence in science. Shelley Morton, diligence in commerce, diligence in music. Gabrielle Niemeyer, diligence in mathematics 5.2. Eva Oslands, diligence in drama. Spiros Papadaios, first in commerce, first in English extension, first in geography, first in history extension, first in industrial technology multimedia, first in mathematics 5.3 and diligence in geography extension. Well done. Tiana Philpott, diligence in child studies. Billy Powell, first in dance. Morgan Power, diligence in geography. Charlie Purcell, first in mathematics 5.1. Jasmine Ranabat, first in English extension and excellence in creative writing. Logan Reinhardt, diligence in mathematics 5.1. Luke Romain, diligence in history. Tatum Roxburgh, diligence in visual arts. Vincent Salmon, diligence in history. Monique Saundry, diligence in geography. Kai Spencer, diligence in marine. Ava Stevens, diligence in industrial technology multimedia. Anna Thanos, diligence in mathematics 5.2. Tristan Turnbull, diligence in history. Kalia Van Althewis, diligence in PDHPE. Jasmine Waldron, first in food technology. Lewis Watts, diligence in industrial technology engineering. Sienna Wiggins, first in industrial technology timber, diligence in English extension, excellence in industrial technology timber. You also have a gift here. Nelson Zen, diligence in geography. It's coming. Patient. Please join me in congratulating all of those Year 9 students.
I would now like to introduce Miss Christina Strati and Miss Kelly Lawson to announce and present the Year 10 awards.
It is my pleasure to announce the Year 10 award recipients for 2020. Chloe Antilla, Diligence in Physical Activity and Sport Studies. Isabel Burris, Diligence in Food Technology. Madison Brinsmead, Diligence in Geography. Richard Bush, Diligence in History and Diligence in PDHPE. Rebel Basin, Diligence in Geography. Ellie Callender, First in Music and Diligence in History Extension. Babette Casaselli, Diligence in English. Charlotte Cash, Diligence in Mathematics 5.3. Sam Clancy, Diligence in PDHPE. Annette Compton, Diligence in Geography Extension, Diligence in PDHPE Extension. Dominic DeRocha, Excellence in Engineering Studies. Tegan Dark, Diligence in English, Diligence in Geography. Chelsea Ferrugia, Diligence in Graphics Technology, Diligence in History, Diligence in Mathematics 5.2, Diligence in PDHPE, Diligence in Science. Thomas Foote, Diligence in History. Joshua Gorn, First in Industrial Technology Engineering. Zhang Gang, Diligence in English, Diligence in Geography. Alexa Gibson, First in Physical Activity and Sport Studies. Amy Goujon, First in Mathematics 5.3, Diligence in English Extension, Diligence in Japanese. Braden Grant, Diligence in Information and Software Technology. Elena Hales, Diligence in Industrial Technology Timber, Diligence in Mathematics 5.3. Ella Hederman, Diligence in Marine and Aquaculture Technology. Fraser Hepburn, First in Graphics Technology. Holly Houston, Diligence in Mathematics 5.2. Abby Hinshelwood, Diligence in PDHPE. Maeve Hinshelwood, Diligence in History and Excellence in Industrial Technology Timber. Benjamin Hoffman, First in Mathematics 5.1. Reef Idale, Diligence in PDHPE. Bianca Julian, First in Commerce, First in English Extension, First in Food Technology, First in PDHPE Extension, First in Science and the ANSTO Excellence in Science Award. CJ Corney, First in Information and Software Technology. Tia Lee, Diligence in History. Charlotte Laprini, diligence in science. Harper Marvin, diligence in English, diligence in history. Blake Matuzio, technology engineering and diligence in information and software technology. Hannah Magroda, first in mathematics 5.3, diligence in commerce and diligence in food technology. Darcy Mackenzie Slavin, diligence in geography and diligence in history. Stan Morrison, diligence in industrial technology timber. Faith O'Shea, first in child studies, diligence in visual arts. Cameron Page, diligence in mathematics 5.1. Rachel Peary, diligence in science. Charlie Reynolds, first in mathematics 5.2 and diligence in commerce. Erin Sampson, first in marine and aquaculture technology, diligence in child studies, diligence in science. Jessie Sarajbok, diligence in science. Eliane Toman, first in Japanese. Sunny Tucker, diligence in mathematics 5.2. Harris Vandenberg, first in information and software technology, diligence in science extension and the ANSTO Excellence in Science Award. And Taya Wilson, first in history extension. Congratulations to all of our Year 10 prize winners.
I would now like to welcome Miss Meg McMullen to announce the Year 11 awards and Mr. Joel Burnett to present them.
It's my pleasure to be presenting these awards on behalf of Ms. Leah Faruja. Congratulations to all the Year 11 students who have made a fantastic start to senior high school. Andrew Aguilar, Geography, Diligence in Business Studies, Diligence in Industrial Technology Multimedia, and Excellence in Multimedia. Celeste Anchi, first in Drama, first in Entertainment Vet, Excellence in Performing Arts. Hayden Barnes, Diligence in Construction Vet. Carlos Brennan, Diligence in Earth and Environmental Science. Jessica Brown, first in Community and Family Studies. Jet Brown, Diligence in Music 1. Kirby Brown, first in Industrial Technology Timber and Furniture, and Excellence in Industrial Technology Timber. Jessie Charles, Diligence in Mathematics Standard. Angus Cunningham, Diligence in PDHP. Zachary Farugia, Diligence in Engineering Studies. Foreign, Diligence in Entertainment Vet. Trista Gibson, first in Earth and Environmental Science. Aidan Goodhue, Diligence in English Advanced. Lauren Grice, Diligence in industrial technology and multimedia. Luke Hales, first in physics, diligence in English advanced, diligence in English extension 1, and diligence in mathematics extension 1. Eden Hamilton, diligence in mathematics standard. Ace Haslam, diligence in sports, lifestyle and recreation. Lana Hedges, diligence in food technology. Paris Hooper, diligence in dance. Taj Hooper, first in construction vet and excellence in construction. Wilson Howard, first in food technology and diligence in Japanese continuous. Chelsea Jordan, diligence in English standard. Tiani Kasparian, diligence in community and family studies. Alkira Kennedy, diligence in English standard. Shannon Kean, first in engineering studies, diligence in geography, excellence in engineering studies. Samnan Kun, excellence in multimedia. Luca Krisick, diligence in biology. Riley Layton, first in Music 1. Erin Lindsay, diligence in mathematics standard. Te Manoa Kohu, first in modern history. Eva Mora, diligence in ancient history, diligence in design and technology. Angus McCall, diligence in industrial technology, timber and furniture. Emma McCarthy, diligence in drama, diligence in visual arts, and excellence in music. Ella McGaw, first in visual arts and diligence in earth and environmental science. Shannon Mercer, first in economics, first in hospitality vet and diligence in business studies. Liam Miller, diligence in English standard. Jake Montgomery, first in industrial technology multimedia, first in Japanese continuous and diligence in modern history. Scarlett Mooney, diligence in Peter HPE. Seth Muir, diligence in English standard and excellence in hospitality. Victoria Murray, diligence in business studies, diligence in economics, diligence in mathematics standard and diligence in modern history. David Numatawalu, first in biology, first in chemistry, first in English standard, first in mathematics advanced, first in mathematics extension 1 and first in PDHPE mathematics. Ashley Osterpith, first in English. Sasha Popovic, diligence in legal studies and diligence in PDHPE. Amina Powditch, diligence in mathematics standard. Bailey Rains, diligence in legal studies. Mackenzie Reeves, first in legal studies and first in society and culture. Benjamin Ritchie, first in sports, lifestyle and recreation. Taylor Ryan McLaren, first in business studies, first in community and family studies and diligence in society and culture. Chloe Thomas, first in ancient history and first in dance. Cameron Turnbull, diligence in biology, diligence in chemistry, diligence in mathematics advanced, and diligence in physics. Annalise Tweed, diligence in community and family studies. Matthew Velder, first in English extension, excellence in creative writing. Natasha Belkovsky, diligence in hospitality vet. Jade Vella, first in design and technology and diligence in mathematics advanced. And Tamsin Ward, diligence in English standard. Please put your hands together to congratulate Year 11.
I would like to introduce Mr. Joel Burnett and Mr. Tony Ibrahim to announce and present the 100% attendance awards.
Yeah, Kai waited for me to get to the bottom. Terrific. Thanks, mate. This is a nervous moment, usually the 100% attendance awards, because we cross our fingers and hope those recipients are actually here. Otherwise, it gets a little bit awkward. Okay, so the 100% attendance awards are clearly in front of me somewhere. Thanks, Miss. She's always carrying us, isn't she, sir? In Year 7, we have 3 students with 100% attendance. They are Abby Callender, Bonnie Angus Patterson, and Carlin Wong. Yeah, round of applause. That's a fantastic effort. It's a silver award that's given to these students who've been here every day this year. And so that's 1/3 of a gold award, which is worth $100 from the PNC. So certainly worth getting out of bed in the morning for. In Year 8, and you might recognise this surname, Nicola Hales. Let's give Nicola a round of applause too as she comes down. In Year 9, we have Moau Kohu and Natasha Zimmern. In Year 10, Roland Kibbe. Popular winner. He's got a bit of a journey, so while Roland's making his way down, I might call Luke Hales of Year 11 as well. And as Luke comes down, I think Luke's 5 from 5 now. So Year 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 staring down the barrel of attending every single day of high school. No pressure. Well done, Luke. Round of applause to Luke. I'm going to continue on with the special awards as well. And the special awards are for a range of different items across our school, but all very, very important. A little bit difficult, some of them this year in our COVID 2020. Some of them are around school service and sport and some of these things, which obviously were slightly less than this year, but nevertheless, we've managed to come up with some fantastic award recipients. If I can ask Mrs. Susan Geldart to join me on stage to present the first few of these. The first two of those awards for a junior and senior student around the ADF Long-Term Leadership Awards. And the first award winner has rejoined us today, and that's April Drury of this year's Year 12. That award is actually presented by the Defence Force and was presented earlier in the year. And the Year 12 award, senior award, comes with a cheque of $550. So fantastic. And recognition for April's fantastic contributions to not only Cronulla High School, but the broader community over a long, long period of time. She's the only student excused today for having the wrong shoes on. She assures me that her feet have grown considerably since she graduated a week or so ago. Well done, April. Our other ADF Long-Term Leadership and Teamwork Award recipient is Olivia Langley. As Olivia makes her way down as well, the Junior Award is worth $250, again presented from the Defence Force, and in recognition of Olivia's fantastic contribution right across our school. So big round of applause for Olivia as she joins us on stage. The next set of awards are for students who have applied themselves above and beyond to their studies. I think all of the students here today have certainly applied themselves to their studies, and that's why they're being recognised. But these students have really taken it to another level with their commitment and ongoing pursuit of excellence. The first two awards are from the Cronulla Sport and Recreation Club, and they are awarded to Bailey Rains and August Kohu. All right, you've had your turn, Bailey. Off the stage now, mate. Come on. Okay. Those awards or these awards all come with a cheque as well for $200. So pays to work hard. So well done to those two boys. The next group of awards are made possible through our sponsorship and support of Cronulla RSL. The first award recipient, Cronulla RSL Club Application to Studies Award, Benjamin Greenrod. Cronulla RSL Club Application to Studies Award, Luke Hales. Makes sense if you're here every day, I suppose. You may as well apply yourself to your studies. So well done to Luke. Our next award is the Cronulla High School P&C Application Studies Award. First recipient is Ella McGaw. Our second Cronulla High School P&C Application to Studies Award, Amelia Gearan. Our next Cronulla High School P&C Application to Studies Award, and I think we saw her a little earlier on in our musical item, was Josephine Burt. Now, these students don't actually know they're receiving these awards, and that's why there's probably a slight delay. So for all of those viewing from home and around the world, here comes Josephine now. Well done. And thank you to Mrs. Geldart. And if Kelly Dawson comes to the stage to present next award. These next awards are the Deputy Principal's Award, and Miss Lawson and I don't give these to each other each year. We actually find two students who we think have made a really significant effort to essentially lift their game and really focus at Cronulla High School. And it might be off a whole range of different areas and different activities. And the two girls who have successfully won this award this year, incredibly worthy applicants or recipients, I should say. And the first of Year 10 is Gemma Clark. Now, unfortunately, Gemma couldn't be here today, but I do think it's still important that we read out and we acknowledge Gemma's fantastic efforts in 2020. And the second recipient is someone who I think in Year 10 Commerce last year probably could have tried a little bit harder. She's now embarrassed, but she certainly turned that around in 2020 and is having a red-hot go at everything here at school, and we are super impressed. Congratulations to Lana Hedges. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're gone. The next award is the Principal's Award, so if I can call Mr. Ibrahim to the stage. The Principal's Award is for school service, and in 2020, school service has come in many shapes and sizes. This particular student who we saw, I think, performing wonderfully passionately just before on our musical piece, we saw performing a lead role in cyberbile. It's a student who leads the school through his actions, his understated, very natural style. And I think people, including me, just flock to him and just want to be around him. He's a wonderful student and contributor to our school, and that's Kyron Bishop. Our next award is our Award for Student Leadership. There are two award winners for this, and they are Olivia Langley and Eliane Toman. Both of these girls make fantastic contributions to our school SRC, to a whole range of different initiatives that we have here at school. Some, unfortunately, in 2020 weren't able to go ahead, but certainly things like Jersey Day and many other initiatives that have been able to go ahead help to give the school that richness of character, which is so, so important. So a big thank you to both of those girls for their leadership. The next award is the Caltech's Best All-Rounder Award. And as if to exemplify why this student is a worthy recipient, they're being an all-rounder at tennis, representing at tennis at a very high level today. And that award recipient is Jai Hibbert. Let's put our hands together for Jai. He's a wonderful contributor to all things in our school community, including academics, his leadership, and as I mentioned, sport, particularly through tennis here today. Our next award is the Ruben F. Scarf Award. It's for commitment, consistent effort, and desire to improve. And I can think of no more worthy winner than Luana and Kube. These two next awards have been a little bit tricky this year. However, students who are receiving them, I think in a true 2020 COVID-style year, have managed to perform community service despite the fact that there wasn't a lot to be performed. And these two students, as well as someone we'll mention a little bit later on, have been able to, or during the COVID lockdown time, these two students volunteered their time to ring and make phone calls to some elderly members of our community just to check in, to see how they were doing and to make sure that they remained connected with society, which is obviously a risk earlier in the year. And the two award winners are Sienna Wiggins and Riley Fowler. The next group of awards are the Breen Holdings Awards for Best All-Rounder in each year. An all-rounder comes in many shapes and sizes across our school and recognises students who are making a significant contribution in many areas. Our Year 7 Best All-Rounder, who has made a real impact here in his first year of high school, our Year 7 Best All-Rounder Award winner is Duke Garnsey. To say Duke does it all would probably be a bit of an understatement. I think he managed he was a regional zone. We didn't get as far as regional, but a zone champion in swimming. Did very well with his academics and also in the creative and performing arts. Has joined our SRC and is a wonderful school leader in the making. So well done to Duke in his first year of high school. Our Year 8 award winner is another fantastic contributor right across the board, and most recently and notably in our cyberbile performance. Our Year 8 Best All-Rounder Award winner in 2020 is Grace Dyer. Well done, Grace. In Year 9, we have another student who was nominated for the previous award, the Community Contribution Award or Community Service, because she also was involved in making phone calls and supporting some of our elderly in the community during our COVID lockdown period. She's a keen drummer, fantastic performer, was involved in cyberbile recently as well, and is also was in attendance and contributed photography recently at our Year 12 end of year do for them as well. Shelley Morton does everything right across our school and is our Year 9 Best All-Rounder this year. In Year 7 prize, we now have another one student, and it was a particularly difficult year to try and narrow it down with so many students contributing so much right across the school. But in the end, we were left with just one choice, and that was Sierra Mancuso. Well done, Sierra. Sierra was certainly a part of our peer support team at the beginning of the year and also an integral member of our CHS school band. Our Year 11 Best All-Rounder was another student who performed recently in our cyberbile presentation, another in so many areas, and a student who I know that we're very, very grateful to have here at Cronulla High School, and the winner of the Year 11 All-Rounder Award, McCarthy. And that's the end of our special awards. Thank you.
we would like to invite Miss Susan Gelder and Mr. Tony Ibrahim to announce and present the Dux Awards.
Yeah, who's Oh, Nadia. It gives me great pleasure to announce the Dux from each year group. Before we do so, we have Nadia to give a drum roll. So in year 7, Evelyn, drum roll, Evelyn Cusack. Well done, Evelyn. Year 8, Sophia Papadatos. Congratulations, Sophia. Year 9, Spiros Papadatos. Spiros. Sorry, Spiros, I have a bit of an accent. The Dux of Year 10, 2020, Bianca Julian. Bianca's making her way from the back of the hall. And congratulations. And year 11, 2020, goes to David Namatawali. And all those students receive a medal. Fantastic achievement. Well done.
Before we end today's assembly, we would like to congratulate all award recipients for your constant dedication to studies and thank everyone for joining us here today to celebrate these achievements.
We want to give our thanks to all of our sponsors for the generous prizes they have donated for the students.
With a special thanks to the Australian Defence Force, Breen Holdings, Cronulla RSL Club, Cronulla Community Sports and Recreation Club, Paint Pacific Real Estate, and Pin Devon and Co. Pty Ltd.
Also a thank you to Anstow, Australian Chamber Orchestra, Bell Shakespeare, Belvoir Theatre, Best Little Bookshop, Bunnings, Caltex, Cronulla High School P&C, Ensemble Theatre, Reuben F. Scarf, and Sydney Dance Company. We would like to end today's assembly with this special message from our Prime Minister.
G'day to all the students at Cronulla High School. I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I want to congratulate you on everything you've achieved in this very challenging year. Enjoy these final few days of school, and to the Duxes and all this year's award winners, a special congratulations, including Gemma Clark and Lana Hedges, who have taken out the Deputy Principal's Award for Personal Improvement. Gemma and Lana, your continual improvement has been incredible and sends a great message of encouragement to other students to follow suit. I know 2020 has been a really tough school year, has been for all of us, my kids included. But every student has shown how determined and resilient they are. You've adapted, learning from home with the support of your teachers and your families, meeting the challenges and the changes head on. You've grown in knowledge, but just as importantly, you've grown in your character. As your local member and as your Prime Minister, I want you to know just how proud I am of each and every one of you. I know your parents and your teachers and your friends and family are also proud. So well done again. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And here's to a safe and happy 2021.